Hi everyone, welcome back to session 3 of Step Up for Justice, our series on human trafficking. I'm Michaela.
Et moi, c'est Rebecca. Lors de la dernière séance, nous avons discuté de la manière de reconnaître les signes de la traite de personnes. Cette fois-ci, nous allons nous concentrer sur comment agir contre ce fléau.
It's crucial to know what you can do to fight human trafficking and support those affected by it. The more you know, the more you can help. We asked people what actions they thought were effective against human trafficking. Here's what they had to say.
Établir un certain contact plus comme profond avec leurs élèves ou leurs enfants, par exemple pour les professeurs. Voilà, parce que si vous devinez, c'est pas vraiment ça l'idéal.
Make awareness on social media, definitely, because so many of us are on that now.
A lot more than we are now. I feel it's not an issue that's spoken about enough.
I mean, education, giving people a voice, and the things that you're doing today in terms of speaking to people and trying to understand what the baseline understanding is really, really important, because I guess that's how you plug the gaps and work out what needs to be done to sort of remedy things.
So just be more knowledgeable about the topic, because that way it's better than not knowing about it. And this way, if you see possible signs of danger or anything, you can try to speak up or help.
We should talk more about it. Yeah.
You could put programs in place and you can, get to the community centers and the governments and all that stuff. But I think it comes down to just like an individual level, like an interpersonal level of having the mindset of loving other people for who they are, like seeing everybody as a person who is beloved, you know what I mean? Seeing every person in a loving way. And I think once you start to have that mindset, everything else follows from that. But if you just jump right to I'm going to go home, research this, research that, donate to this, you're going to do it one day, and then you're just going to go on with the rest of your life like nothing ever happened.
And even on a very basic level, just showing, going out there and trying to show people just in general, genuine love and care.
Il existe plusieurs façons concrètes d'agir. Tout d'abord, signalez toujours les activités suspectes aux autorités et contactez la ligne d'urgence canadienne contre la traite de personnes au 1-833-910-10. Soutenez les survivants en faisant du bénévolat ou en faisant des dons à des organisations qui luttent contre la traite de personnes et l'exploitation.
You can also raise awareness by educating others, hosting events, or starting a fundraiser. Many organizations offer resources and ways to get involved. The Salvation Army has a resource called the Global Toolkit, which has amazing ideas for how you can help.
Aujourd'hui, nous avons une invitée spéciale, Ray Lamont, une experte qui parlera de mesures prises pour passer à l'action et comment vous pouvez faire de même.
So how can you step up? How can you get involved? How can you be a part of ending modern slavery and human trafficking? So first and foremost, you need to understand, truly understand what human trafficking and exploitation is. So get educated, learn more, go beyond. And so we have our Introduction to Modern Slavery and Human Trafficking certificate. It's online, it's free, it's self-paced, and you can do it in about 6.5 hours in either English or French. And so once you do that certificate, talk about it with other people. Another way to get involved to Step Up for Justice is to get engaged in prevention work. And there's a lot of ways that we can do prevention. I really want to encourage those that are watching this, that if you're young or younger, that you want to be having conversations with your friends, with your families, with those that are around you about things like healthy relationships, about healthy friendships, about consent. What kind of boundaries do you need to have in your life? Those kind of conversations are prevention work.
I've let my friends know of how if they ever need to talk to me, they can, and how I can always help them or find ways to be helped. And I feel like I could help more around my school. I'd make like posters and put them around the community and with the church as well.
I think to start taking action, just let people know.
So in my class, we had this project, and in this project, it was about human rights. So I thought about it, and then I did like a little mini presentation about human trafficking to teach everyone in the classroom about it.
So personally, the ways that I've gotten kind of involved in social justice awareness, in specific with human trafficking, firstly was through this initiative called BRAVE, which aims to empower young women, especially those who are kind of in the high school age group. And we do that just through events of meeting with one another, of just building relationship, of going through a book plan, of sharing food, having activities and fun games. There was this awesome initiative called Others Ministry, which actually focuses on social justice. And we've been doing a lot of work and a lot of training in focus with human trafficking.
Because people who are getting trafficked are not going to spread much awareness because, they can get scared and stuff. So, if you know people that are happening to them and all these cases we're seeing, if it's not happening to us, we can spread awareness and we can tell more people about it to warn everyone.
Ce sont des mesures fantastiques. N'oubliez pas que même une petite action peut entraîner une grande transformation.
How will you step up for justice? Check out our global toolkit for ways to take action, like starting a fundraiser or organizing an awareness event.
La semaine prochaine, nous parlerons d'espoir et de résilience. Vous ne voudrez pas manquer ça.
Here's a quote I heard once that I absolutely love. The power of collective action can change the world.
Partagez vos actions sur les réseaux sociaux avec le hashtag Agir pour la justice ou hashtag Step Up for Justice. Contribuons ensemble à changer les choses.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget, awareness leads to action. Be aware, step up for justice, and let's create change. See you next time. Should we go?
Let's go.